Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Johanne, the voice of wisdom. So today we are talking about singleness, marriage, and isolation, and why understanding them can change your life. So let's start with scripture. In Genesis, God said, "It is not good for men to be alone." What is Paul said? Paul said, "It is good for a man to remain single." So which one is true? Two statements, both in the Bible, both true. So how do we understand them? Okay. So here's why this topic makes me smile. I know. So I have been single for a long time and I'm finally happy, truly happy. So not because I cannot find someone, but because I am looking for a certain quality in a person. Someone whose character align with the kind of relationship or the kind of life I'm building. Not just anyone to fill a role, you know? And I know it is not about being difficult. It is being intentional in your life, of your life. You have one life, so choose wisely, okay? And while waiting, my singleness has become a gift, helping me discover myself and grow in ways I never could have imagined. So in my opinion, settling in life, especially for the wrong relationship, is the most hopeless cage a soul can enter. But I know I'm not speaking for everyone, okay? I know some are chasing society timeline, others want love, and I understand that. However, I want to speak to those who want to be married but aren't there yet. So whether you are content in your relationship or singleness or struggling with it, this message is for you. Okay? So let me tell you an interesting fact as well. According to a Morgan Stanley report, they say by the year of 2030, 45% of the US women between the age of 25 to 44 are projected to be single and childless. That's nearly half, guys. So if you are single now, you're not alone, and you're certainly not behind. It's just that you are part of a rising generation choosing peace, purpose, and power over pressure. Okay? So the real question isn't, will I find someone? The real question is, who am I becoming in the meantime? Okay? So let's look at biblical figures of who were single. Okay? So Jesus Christ, the most powerful figures history in scripture, he never married. Did you guys know that? Of course, you guys do. I know, I love this story. I know, I love it. Yes. So, yet he lives with purpose, surrounding himself by love, and was himself love. Okay? So, Paul, the one in the Bible, chose singleness to fulfill or fully dedicate himself to the gospel. He said it clearly. He said, "It is good for a man to remain single like I do." Okay? Mary Magdalene, a loyal follower of Christ, she wasn't defined by marriage or motherhood, but by her faith. She was the first to witness the resurrections. Jeremiah, the prophet, okay? God especially told him not to marry. His single was part of his calling. John the Baptist lived in solitude and devotion, preparing the way for Christ, for Jesus. Okay? So, in modern example of purposeful singleness, Mother Teresa, okay, never married, pour her life into loving the poor. She once said, "Love, to be real, must cost. It must hurt. It must empty us of self." So Harriet Tubman, though briefly married, she lived most of her life single, focused on freeing others. Freedom was her divine partner. Oprah Winfrey chose not to marry, Even with a long-term partner, she once said, let me read it to you, the life I have created for myself is more than enough. Lisa Harper, a single Christian author and speaker who adopted a daughter from Haiti, which is my homeland, her life is a full-purpose advocate in love. Okay, so today ministries, artists and teachers, many quietly live purposeful single life. They create, serve, and work closely with God without needed applause. So, what these lives teach us about singleness? Okay, singleness as its own divine timing or divine season. So Paul describes singleness as a gift. And this is what he said. He said, I wish that all of you were as I am, but each of you has his own gift from God. So singleness isn't waiting in a room. It's not a pit stop before marriage. It is a whole sacred season. Singleness can deepen relationship or intimacy with God. Fewer distractions often mean more clarity, more devotion, and more healing. So singleness can open a divine assignment, okay? For divine assignment, okay? With fewer entanglements, you can focus on work that's deeply impactful, creative, spiritual, or humanitarian. So in a way, singleness, as you can see, is a gift on its own. So let's go back to Genesis 2, verse 18, okay? What God said. God said, it is not good for men to be alone. Remember that? I will make a helper suitable for him. Notice, God was solving isolation, not mandating marriage. So Adam had no human connection, no community, no spiritual family. So Eve was created to resolve aloneness, not just to be a spouse. Okay? So you are not alone when you have a deep relationship with God, soul, friendship, a chosen family, purpose that fuel your spirit. Okay? So you also have to consider Jesus and Paul were never alone, but they were unmarried. They had a community. They had mission. They had God. So loneliness and singleness are not the same. The Bible say, this is what the Bible say. He placed the lonely in family. That's Psalm 68 verse 6. That family might be friends, mentee, your community, or your calling. Okay? So now, what about marriage? Is it wrong to desire it? Absolutely not. Marriage is beautiful, and it is also a gift. Okay? What has God said? God said, which is the Bible, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. That Proverbs 18 verse 22. A man shall leave his father and mother to be united to his wife. That Genesis 2 verse 24. Each has their own gift from God. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 7. So some are called to be married. Some are called to be single. Some move through both seasons. Both are sacred. Both can be holy. Okay? So my opinion, because society often glorify marriage, many feel behind or unworthy if they're single after 30 and up, or if they don't have kids, okay? But hear me, desperation leads to disappointment. You don't need to rush into a lifetime commitment because of fear or pressure. Today we have options. We have eggs freeing now, surrogate, adoptions, There are paths to parenthood and legacy without compromise your peace. So wait on God. Make wise decision. Your future will thank you. Yes. That is my understanding now. So my beloved, all my friends that is listening to me, make wise decision of your life. You have one, okay? So my final thoughts. It is not good for men to be alone. Does not mean you must be married. It means you were created for connection, not isolations. So God can fulfill that thoughts, okay? With purpose, friendship, spiritual family, and yes, marriage. If and when the time is right. So my encouragement to you, understand your season, embrace it, live it fully. Please like, comment, and share this message if it resonates to you. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next time. Right here, the voice of wisdom. Bye-bye.